alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. And we will be edutaining about House of the Dragon. I know Ashura asked me about that. So Ashura, again, you're making the request out here. So this one's for you, bro. But before I get off into it, as I always do, let me do what I always do, and y'all always do what I want y'all to do because we work so well together. Synergy, yes. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it like this right here. If you're digging what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share to the page. On HBO Max, House of the Dragon premiered. For those of you who have been under a rock, House of the Dragon is the prequel to Game of Thrones, and it is front and center featuring everyone's favorite inbred family, the Targaryens. What makes the Targaryens so interesting besides the fact that they're inbreeders? They have dragons. A lot of dragons. I read that there are going to feature at least 17 different dragons on House of the Dragon. So that should be interesting. I think so far we've seen 3, where there's 3 dragons. There was the dragon that did the funeral pyre. There was the dragon that the prince left on. And was that the same dragon? Yeah, two dragons. So the story takes place 172 years before the Targaryens we know and love. The Mad King, Daenerys, her brother, all of them, they ain't even a twinkle in their father's eye. Their father ain't even a twinkle in their father's eye. 172 years, it's going to be a minute before we see Daenerys and them. So this story is kind of telling about, it's just about the Targaryens and everybody who is around the Targaryens. And when this episode opens up, we are dealing with ascension to the throne. The old withered Targaryen is naming his heir. And he names Viserys his heir, and Viserys becomes the king of King's Landing, of the 7 kingdoms. Viserys has a brother, Prince Daemon, and Prince Daemon serves as what I like to call the a-hole of the series. You know, if you ever watched the original Game of Thrones, you know that Prince Joffrey was the a-hole that everybody longed to see die an ugly death, and they delivered on that. But also too, later on in later seasons, there was this guy named Ramsay Bolton who was like, he was a huge a-hole as well and did very a-hole-ish things. And when this episode starts, we kind of get that vibe, we get that a-hole energy off of Prince Daemon, who is played by Matt Smith, aka the Purple Man in the MCU, at least on Netflix anyway. And he's best known for playing a doctor on the British television series Doctor Who. Also, Paddy Considine is playing Viserys the First, and then we have Amelia Aycock, I think is her name. Alcock, excuse me. She goes by Millie Alcock. Millie Alcock. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna behave myself. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, Millie Alcock plays young Rhaenyra Targaryen, and there are events that end up taking place, and King Viserys figures out that he's got to name an heir because, oh my goodness, his wife is pregnant with his son, but they have a breached birth. And that scene where they have to perform a cesarean on the queen is ooh, ooh. Yeah, goodness, man. It man, it is ooh, it is a very not cathartic experience. Okay. If you have ever to ladies out there, if you have ever had a child, and even worse, if you have ever had to have a cesarean, salute. You have my undying respect. Um, but then what makes that worse? Wife and son die. Even though the baby comes out, the baby lives for like a couple minutes, and then you hear him take a breath and just done. And then we're having a funeral. My man is burying his wife slash sister slash son. So why are the Targaryens shocked that there are a lot of them that are crazy and off their rockers if all y'all doing is inbreeding and making more crazy people? I mean, I don't know. I guess that works in some cultures, that marrying your sister, marrying your brother, that kind of a thing. And when you look at the Targaryens, they all look the same. White hair and pale. Even the brother. Even the brother. The brother is played by an actor named Steve Toussaint, who plays Corlys Valerian. Valerian, like Valerian Steel? Yeah, maybe. But if I remember my Game of Thrones history right, Valerian perished in a Pompeii-like incident. I ain't that deep off into it, but I got a little cursory history about it. But yeah. Anyway, he's married to the king's other sister, who they refer to as I forget. It's a joke. It's like the queen that never was, or something to that effect. It's real disrespectful, when they say it. But at the same time, you're like, she gonna be doing some things. She's going to be extremely active because she's married to the brother and they got a gang of kids. And I'm pretty sure those kids are going to end up linking up with Rhaenyra Targaryen, who is the one who is named the heir to the throne, because they don't want Prince Daemon on the throne, because they know Prince Daemon he's that crazy guy that you don't want on the throne, because he's going to do Joffrey type things, because he's going to do Ramsay Bolton type things. That's not at all. I mean, my man he even jousts dirty. I mean, that is, but then again, that is a guy that you want on the throne. If you got a crazy guy on the throne and his throne is backed by at least a good 5-6 dragons, that's not a cat you want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I will send my dragons to burn your shit to the ground. Who wants to go through that? So you the man. But the premiere episode of House of the Dragon premiered to a record-breaking amount of viewership, to the point where they done already announced season 2. There's going to be a season 2 on the strength of one episode. You got a season 2. So they I guess they figure the other 9 episodes is going to be banging enough. If you have never watched a Game of Thrones episode in your life, know this. There is going to be grotesque, gratuitous violence. There is going to be graphic, in-your-face sex of all types. Heterosexual, gay, lesbian, all that. It's going down. Game of Thrones does not have a filter. You get what you get. Faces getting chopped open, limbs being cut off. Yeah, like I said, Cesarean section. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty graphic. If you don't like gratuitous graphic violence, this might not be the show to watch. But I'm going to keep up on this, and I'm going to give y'all a review every week. I guess I could do it Friday after everybody done shot their loads and said, yeah, this, House of the Dragon, blah, blah, blah. You get the D-Real review on Friday. So, like I said, the episode was basically about who's going to take the throne. And ultimately, King Viserys names his daughter his heir. First time ever in the history of Game of Thrones that a woman is named is ascend to the Iron Throne. So she's gonna be on the throne. She's got a dragon that already rocks with her. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Rhaenyra Targaryen's rule pans out. You know, and actually they have 2 actresses playing Rhaenyra Targaryen. Amelia Alcock, Millie Alcock, plays young Rhaenyra Targaryen, and adult Rhaenyra Targaryen is played by Emma D'Arcy. I'm strangely enough excited, but not excited. I guess interested. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. I'm interested to see how this Game of Thrones prequel plays out. If it will live up to the hype, because that last episode of the last season of Game of Thrones did not deliver the way it should have, and it left a real sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. So hopefully they're gonna bounce back with this and win back some fans, as well as gain some new ones. Did you watch House of the Dragon last week? What did you think? What was your favorite scene? What was your least favorite scene? Drop it in the comments. And as always, I'll be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.